Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Okay. Well, we are starting the class. Before that, just let me know whether I am audible clearly and my screen is clearly visible to you or not. Okay. I'm launching poll for the technical checkup now. If you can hear me properly and if my screen is visible to you, then click on yes option, guys. If my yeah, abhi visible hoga. If I am audible clearly and if my screen is visible to you, then click on yes option. Everybody, click on yes option if you can hear me properly and if I'm audible clearly then. And if my presentation is visible clearly then. Okay, I'm assuming that I'm clearly audible and my screen is clearly visible to everyone. Let us start talking about this particular topic, revision of evolution. Okay, so as we are doing revision, so we are not going in depth or few things like what are the basic things. उस basic things के in depth नहीं चलेंगे, ठीक है. एडिशनल चीजों को करते जाएंगे जो चीजें मतलब रियली इंपॉर्टेंट है फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस स्टार्ट व्हाट इज इवोल्यूशन. उसके पहले बात कर लेते हैं इवोल्यूशन क्या होता है. टॉपिक वी नीड टू डिस्कस हियर. Theories of origin of life, evidences of evolution, theories of evolution, a brief account of evolution, and at last human evolution. So the complete chapter will be completed in 5 different sections. Theories of origin of life, evidences of evolution, I mean like how the evolution has happened, that evidence like I mean if evolution has happened, then how does it happen, like what are the evidences from where like we can conclude that evidence has like evolution has happened. ठीक है, वो देखेंगे. Then theories of evolution, then a brief account of evolution, how it is happened, and last one will be your human evolution. Let us move to the next slide. Here is a question for you people. Question is related to your evolution as well as it is related to genetics. Question is like, what are mutations? What do you mean by mutation? Okay, I'm launching poll for the question now. Options are given here. Options is like change in DNA, change in protein, change in body, change in carbohydrate. Okay, I'm launching poll now. Read the question properly and then try to answer to the question. What will be mutation? How can we define a mutation? Whether it is change in DNA, whether it is change in protein, whether it is change in body, or it is change in carbohydrate. Okay. Okay then. So 50% people have chosen their answer so far. I want rest of the people to answer to the question. Hello Sasank, hello Chandu Priya. Great, great. Hello Srusti, you are late. Hello Sasank from JNB Assam. Mohammad Raja. Well, people are joining one by one now. So this is the question for you people, and now I'm ending the poll here. Okay, sharing the result with you people. The result is like yeah, option A, B, and D is not chosen by anyone. Option C is chosen by all of the people. Well, let me explain you this particular thing. When you are talking about mutation, जब हम लोग mutation के बारे में बात करते हैं, mutation is nothing but change in DNA or change in sequence of the DNA. It can be of different type. It can be based on the position, based on the location, and based on the mutagen. It can be of different type. So change in DNA is called as your mutation. This is all about. Okay, no problem, Mohammad Raja. We'll proceed now. So one more question is visible and it's very easy question. So I need not to run poll for the question. It's very simple. This is deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay. So ये हो गया आंसर deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay. I'm moving to the next slide. There we'll be talking about what is evolution. We are going a little bit faster today, okay, because it's revision class. Remember this one. Evolution is nothing but it is an orderly change, or it is a slow and a gradual process. Slow and I can say gradual process. It's not a result. Evolution is not a result. It is a slow and gradual process. Remember this one. Whenever the question is asked, जब भी question आता है, whether evolution is a process or a result. So remember this one. Evolution is a process. It's not a result. So evolution is a continuous process, gradual process. As you can see here, how the evolution has happened in this direction. Initially, there were chimpanzee, there were monkeys, and from them evolution has happened. Some of them got evolved, and some changes into humans. Some got evolved and changes into monkey. Okay, some got changes into changed into chimpanzee. Different category or different line of evolution is there. Okay, so evolutionary biology is the study of history of life forms on Earth. So let us start with the how Earth have been originated. First of all, we'll be talking about how Earth have been originated. Then we'll directly go to the theories that is related to and that explain us how life have been originated on Earth. So सबसे पहले बात करेंगे Earth कैसे originate हुआ. There is a theory called Big Bang theory. Origin of life में चलेंगे, उससे पहले Earth का origin जानते हैं. There is a theory called Big Bang theory. एक Big Bang theory है जो कि बताता है अपन को कि हम लोगों को ये बताता है वो Big Bang theory कि Earth has been originated 20 billion years ago. Universe has been originated 20 billion years ago. जो अपना यूनिवर्स है, नेम ऑफ आवर यूनिवर्स इज गैलेक्सी. ओके, अपना यूनिवर्स 20 बिलियन ईयर एगो ओरिजिनेट हुआ है. ठीक है. एंड इनिशियली इट वाज ए मोल्टेन मास व्हिच वाज accumulating all around. That molten mass got bombarded with certain particles, and some bombardment happens, and from there that explosion happens. Like it was a complete molten mass initially. ऐसा था. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, explosion हुआ, और explosion होने की वजह से it got divided into many fragments, certain smaller fragments, certain bigger fragments, many fragments में ये divide हो गया. Okay, and all these fragments are evolving all around the universe now, and each one of them are called as a planet or any other things that is evolving in the universe. Okay, so this is all about your Big Bang theory. Okay, George Lemaitre is the man. Remember the name, it can be asked as a question. George Lemaitre is the man who has given the Big Bang theory, is the father of Big Bang theory. We can say is the father of Big Bang theory. ये एक सवाल है, Big Bang theory का father कौन है? Big Bang theory. You can read out the things. Big Bang theory says that universe started with a catalysm that created space, time, and all the matter and energy that has ever existed in the universe. I mean, initially it was a molten mass, then some explosion happens, and then appearance of certain space, certain matter seen in the surrounding, and that become an universe, that become our universe. It was explained by George Lemaitre for the first time, and he is the father of the Big Bang theory. He explained it in a theory, and that theory is called as Big Bang theory. Is that clear to everybody? Now let us move to the next slide. If you want to take a screenshot, take it. जल्दी से ले लो. Screenshot लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्वेश्चन बनेगा who is the father of Big Bang theory. Remember this one. ये जरूरी है यहाँ पे. Okay, George Lemaitre. This is all about your Big Bang theory. कुछ दिया गया है Big Bang theory के बारे में, ये देख सकते हो. So ignore that one. That is not really important. This is the question. Big Bang theory was proposed by. Now only I explained you who explained or who proposed the Big Bang theory. Well, I'm launching poll for the question, and I hope you can answer to the question, because now only I have explained you. अभी मैंने बताया Big Bang theory कौन दिया था. ऑप्शन ए एरिस्टोटल, ऑप्शन बी कार्लस लिनियस, ऑप्शन सी जी लेमिएटर, ऑप्शन डी जॉर्ज सी. Okay, 66% people have chosen their answer. Great, 66% people have chosen their answer. I want remaining people to answer to the question. Very good, Srushti. Very good, Jayashree. Very good, Srushti. Very good, Jayashree. No problem. Do it fast. Oh, sorry. क्या हो गया? Okay. Sorry. So, well, so exactly. C sir, poll में wrong. Okay, Mohammed, no problem. But don't make the wrong choices during exam. Okay, take your time and try to answer the question correctly. No problem. Great. Well, so I'm ending the poll now. We are running short of time. I'm ending the poll now. Sharing the result with people. Result is like A and B is not chosen by anyone. Option C chosen by 75% people. Option B chosen by 25% people. Okay. Well, Big Bang Theory was proposed by G. Lemaitre. G for George Lemaitre. Okay. Carolus Linnaeus, Aristotle are a different person. Aristotle is the father of the zoology and father of biology also, we can say. ओके, जॉर्ज सी कोई नहीं होता है, छोड़ो उसको. नाउ लेट अस मूव टू द नेक्स्ट. ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ. ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ इज लाइक, अगर बात करें ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ के बारे में, इट इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. अर्थ हैव बीन ओरिजिनेटेड, अर्थ वाज फॉर्म्ड ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 4.5 बिलियन ईयर एगो. इनिशियली मैंने क्या बोला था? इनिशियली मैंने बोला था कि अगर हम लोग बात करेंगे किसके बारे में? अपना यूनिवर्स के बारे में. यूनिवर्स हैव बीन ओरिजिनेटेड, यूनिवर्स का ओरिजिनेशन कब हुआ था? 20 बिलियन ईयर एगो. ओके, आफ्टर दैट अर्थ का ओरिजिनेशन हुआ. अर्थ वाज फाउंड, और अर्थ एज ए वेरी गुड कंडीशन फॉर द सर्वाइवल ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म वाज फाउंड just 4.5 billion year ago. Just consider this one, 16 point, not exactly 16, it is 15.5 billion year के बाद, after the formation of universe, 15.5 billion years के बाद earth was seen, earth was formed. There was no atmosphere on the earth, nothing was present on the earth surface. Few things, that is like क्या क्या चीजें था अर्थ में? Some reducing gases were there. अर्थ का एनवायरमेंट क्या था बता देता हूं. एक्सपेरिमेंटली ये बताया गया है ओपरिन एंड हल्डेन के द्वारा. विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट वन. ओपरिन एंड हल्डेन, दे हैव कंडक्टेड एक्सपेरिमेंट and they recreated the earth condition which was just 4.5 billion year ago. I mean, when it was originated, at that particular time, whatever was the earth environmental condition, that environmental condition was recreated by Oparin and Haldane in an experiment. Okay, so what they took, they found like this particular thing. The earth environment was having reducing gases or reduced gases, that is like methane gas, ammonia gas. Okay, these kind of things were there. Carbon dioxide was not there initially. ठीक है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड था नहीं. CH4, NH3, water vapor was there, H2O was there, but in vapor form. Water present था, but in vapor form. One second, ये नहीं दिखेगा अपन को इधर. Water was there, but in vapor form. No, it's also not visible. So well, I'm writing it this particular side में. So vapor के form में था, water in vapor form. So all these things, okay, ये सब हो रहा था. UV radiations था यहाँ पे, और क्या क्या था? UV radiations था. UV radiation was there. Okay, along with this, lightning was happening. Lightning हो रहा था, UV radiations, lightning, all these things were happening. और ये पूरा environment ऐसा था उस टाइम पे 4.5 billion year ago. Okay, reducing environment था, reducing gases था, reducing environment था, lightning was happening continuously, UV radiations were falling on the earth surface. There were no ozone layer, just because of that UV radiations were falling on the earth surface. Water was present, बट इन वेपर फॉर्म बिकॉज ऑफ द हाई टेम्परेचर। ये वेपर फॉर्म में इसलिए था क्योंकि एनवायरमेंट जो था ना वो हाई टेम्परेचर की वजह से। एनवायरमेंट कैसा था? एनवायरमेंट वाज विथ हाई टेम्परेचर। हाई टेम्परेचर की वजह से वाटर वेपर के फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा था। ओके, so this was the environment initially when the earth was originated. Then what happened? This particular UV ray, it acted upon the water molecule. I can say it acted upon the water molecule in the sense like which was present in the vapor form H2O, 2H2O balance equation बनाने के लिए was acted upon by UV radiations, and as a result 2H2 and molecular oxygen was formed. Hydrogen as well as molecular oxygen was formed. This evolved molecular oxygen got bind with other things, and this result in cooling of this particular molecular oxygen bind with carbon and other things, and it form a different, like it bind with NH3. It got and bind it went and bind with NH3. It bind with CH4, I mean ammonia. Okay, then methane, इनके साथ इसने bind किया, and this result in formation of water and carbon dioxide, which is quite important and very much necessary for the existence of life. Is that clear to everybody? Exact reaction मैंने यहाँ पे बताया नहीं, लेकिन ये क्या करेगा, O2 जो है वो बाइंड करेगा NH3 के साथ, NH2 के साथ, NH3 के साथ, NH2 के साथ बाइंड करेगा। So ये NH3 मान के चलो, so NH3 के साथ बाइंड किया, so from here 2NO will be produced, 2O2, 2NO will be produced, okay, 2NH3 से ऐसे मान के चलो, plus 2H2O will be produced. Is that clear to everybody? So in this way H2O produce हो गया, then your CH4 is there, CH4 with oxygen जब ये bind किया, this give rise to CO2 plus 2H2, we can say CO2 plus 2H2, 2CO2 plus 2H2 like this. इसको बैलेंस कर देंगे तो ये ऐसा हो जाएगा, बैलेंस कर देंगे तो ये 2O2 मान के चलो, ऐसा लिया तो ये हो गया बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन. So in this way carbon dioxide is produced and water is produced, and as water is produced this normalizes the temperature. ये water क्या कर दिया, temperature को down करा दिया, normalize करा दिया. So water and carbon dioxide, this reduces the temperature. So this reduce temperature in earth surface, temperature on earth. earth के ऊपर temperature को इन्होंने reduce कर दिया. क्या, ये particular water molecule है. Is that clear to everybody? Right. So this is how the things are happening. I hope this is clear to everyone, and I am moving to the next slide now. Right? ठीक है. Initially what happened? Water molecule which were present, that was present in the vapor form, it came in contact or it reacted with the UV radiation, and in presence of UV radiation it divided into 2H2 and O2. O2 reacted with NH3 and CH4 and it formed water molecule and carbon dioxide. Water molecule reduces the temperature on earth surface, reduces temperature in earth surface. earth surface में temperature को reduce किया, cooling environment आ गया, फिर cool environment आ गया, cool environment फिर form हो गया. So this is all about your I can say the reaction that happens in the earth surface. फिर earth में surface में धीरे धीरे सारा चीज होता गया, and as a result you can see here molecular oxygen which was formed bind with the atomic oxygen and it formed O3 layer. This O3 layer, this is quite important reaction. O3 is also called as ozone. This ozone got deposited in the environment and it formed a layer called ozone layer. ये क्या फॉर्म किया, ओजोन लेयर फॉर्म किया. ठीक है, एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर ओजोन लेयर, ये ओजोन लेयर ने क्या किया, ओजोन फॉर्म किया, ओजोन लेयर फॉर्म किया, दिस ओजोन लेयर प्रिवेंट एंट्री ऑफ यूवी रेडिएशंस। नाउ ओजोन लेयर ने क्या किया, जो यूवी रेडिएशन एंटर कर रहे थे अर्थ सरफेस में, उस यूवी रेडिएशन को प्रिवेंट कर दिया, एंट्री ऑफ यूवी रेडिएशन, प्रिवेंट एंट्री ऑफ यूवी रेडिएशन, यूवी रेडिएशन का एंट्री को प्रिवेंट कर दिया। That clear to everybody, right? So ozone layer was formed, ये लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे, as it cooled the water vapor fell as a rain from to form ocean. So फिर cool हो गया, देखो जब UV radiations, जब UV radiations एंटर ही नहीं किए तो इसके वजह से कूल एनवायरनमेंट फॉर्म हुआ। पहले भी मैंने बोला था कूल एनवायरनमेंट हुआ, और कूल होने की वजह से दिस रिजल्ट इन रेन, एंड एज ए रिजल्ट ग्रोथ फॉर्मेशन हैपेंस, और आई मीन लाइक रेन धीरे धीरे गिरते हुए सी का फॉर्मेशन हुआ, वाटर बॉडी फॉर्मेशन हुआ, सी एंड वाटर बॉडी का फॉर्मेशन हुआ। दिस इज ए स्टोरी काइंड ऑफ थिंग, ओके राइट। तो ये सारा चीज हुआ था। नाउ थ्योरी ऑफ ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ, एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट हो गया, अर्थ में एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट हो गया। नाउ आफ्टर creation of proper environment on the earth surface, how life has been originated. To give evidence for the origination of life, for the origin of life, certain theories have been given by different scientists. First theory is called theory of abiogenesis, which tell us about life have been originated from certain non-living matter. Initially कुछ नॉन लिविंग चीज हुआ करता था, और उसी नॉन लिविंग चीजों से ही लाइफ बना है। दिस इज ए बायोजेनेसिस, ए फॉर एब्सेंट एंड बायो फॉर लिविंग, ए फॉर नॉन एंड बायो फॉर लिविंग, नॉन लिविंग से लाइफ बना है। बायोजेनेसिस एक्सप्लेन्स अस अबाउट ओरिजिनेशन ऑफ लाइफ फ्रॉम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, प्री एग्जिस्टिंग लिविंग फॉर्म से लाइफ आया है, ये बताता है। थ्योरी ऑफ पैंसपर्मिया इज सेइंग दैट life was initially not on the earth surface, और अर्थ में लाइफ था ही नहीं, it is some alien kind of thing, some spore or alien spore which fall upon the earth surface, and that got originated into, or that got germinated or originated into a living form. तो स्पोर बाहर से आया, एलियन स्पोर आया, और दैट एलियन स्पोर डेवलप इनटू ए लिविंग फॉर्म। दैट इज थ्योरी ऑफ पांसपर्मिया, अकॉर्डिंग टू द थ्योरी ऑफ पांसपर्मिया। नेक्स्ट इज योर थ्योरी ऑफ क्रिएशनिज्म और स्पेशियल क्रिएशन। दिस टेल अस दैट इट इज बेस्ड ऑन माइथोलॉजिकल बिलीफ। Mythological belief, what kind of mythological belief? In Quran, Bible and Gita, according to Hindu mythology, in Gita it is mentioned that the life have been originated by three people, like Brahma. Life have been originated by Brahma on the earth for the first time, ठीक है, and Brahma made a man and a woman. The name of that man which was made by Brahma was Manu, and the name of the woman which was made by Brahma was I don't exactly remember the name. We'll check that one in the next slide. जब पढ़ेंगे तो याद आ जाएगा, I believe. Well, but in Bible it is told that एक होता है आदम, दूसरा होता है इवे, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इज योर थ्योरी ऑफ केमिकल इवोल्यूशन, व्हिच इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल डिफरेंट थ्योरीज। सारे कॉम्बिनेशन हो जाए, सारे थ्योरीज के कॉम्बिनेशन से केमिकल इवोल्यूशन दिया गया है। दैट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज मॉडर्न सिंथेटिक थ्योरी, एंड इट इज द मोस्ट अप्रूव्ड थ्योरी फॉर origin of life. Now let us talk about the theories of spatial creation, as I told you. Okay, so according to Bible, you can see here, according to Bible, Jesus Christ is the creator. Jesus Christ is the creator. Who is the creator? Jesus Christ is the creator according to Bible. And according to Gita and Hindu mythology, Brahma is the creator of life on earth. And according to Bible, Jesus Christ is the creator of Bible, and Adam is the first man, whereas Eve is the first woman. ओके, ब्रह्मा के हिसाब से एक था मानु और दूसरा था आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एग्जैक्ट नेम, ठीक है. So it is stated that living and non-living was created by some supernatural power. That supernatural power is your God. So according to special creation, it is believed that there is something called God which has created earth, which has created life on earth. This is the theory of special creation. Next is your theory of spontaneous generation, which is also called as abiogenesis. It is given by von Helmont. It is given by von Helmont. He conducted an experiment based on what he was doing. He was experimenting in a laboratory. What he did, he just threw his particular एफ्रोन. उन्होंने क्या किया, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे थे. ये हेलमोंट जो है ना, ये एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे थे लैब में. What he did, he threw this T-shirt, or I can say एफ्रोन, जो एफ्रोन वो यूज कर रहे थे, उसमें स्वेट लगा हुआ था. उसको उन्होंने क्या किया, बहुत दिन से काम करते हुए उसमें स्वेटिंग हो रहा था, उसको उन्होंने थ्रो कर दिया. थ्रो करने के बाद when you throw this particular thing, what is happening, or what happened? The thing is like the T-shirt, in that particular T-shirt, after certain day he observed that in that T-shirt some insects और mice were moving. mice वहां पे मूव कर रहे थे, उसी स्वेट में mice मूव कर रहे थे. From there he concluded that these mice are originated from the sweat which was present in that T-shirt. T-shirt में जो स्वेट था ना, वहीं से वो mice बने, ऐसा उनका assumption था. And he told that, he concluded that in a theory called theory of abiogenesis or spontaneous generation, that is non-living matter, from non-living matter life have been originated. Life have been originated from non-living matter. Non-living matter से ही लाइफ बना. ये उनका मानना था. This is abiogenesis. A means absent. Remember this one. A means absent. Biogenesis means living organism. Non-living से living बनेगा. It states that life come out of decaying and rotting matter like straw and mud. Straw mud से life निकला है, जो कि non-living होता है. Okay. In straw and mods, you might have seen this earthworm and these insects. These yeah, we can say certain insects or other things will be there. Okay, so by looking into all these things, they concluded this particular theory and it was given by von Helmont. Okay, ये देखो मैंने जो बोला von Helmont के बारे में, Jean von Helmont, he concluded that mice could have been created from a dirty shirt. So dirty shirt से, उसका जो dirty shirt था वहां से mice create हुआ है, rat और mice create हुआ है. He threw his dirty shirt in the laboratory, in one corner of his laboratory, and one day he observed that some rat or mice were moving in that particular shirt. From there he concluded that in that shirt my sweat was there, and from that dirty or sweat shirt the mice have been originated, and he concluded that non-living से living बने हैं. ये conclusion उन्होंने दिया था, जो कि totally wrong है. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. ये demerit है. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Well, here is a question for you people before I should move to the next question, next particular slide. The question is asking about who proposed the theory of abiogenesis. Theory of abiogenesis was proposed by whom? Option A, Rosalind Franklin. Option B, Watson and Crick. Option C, Helmont. Option D, Confucius. Okay, I'm launching poll for the question and I hope you can answer to the question. Already few people have answered. Very good, Muhammad and Jayasri, Muhammad Raja and Jayasri. You're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Great. Hello, Tasveer. Great. Okay then. I'm launching the poll has been launched. Okay, 40 seconds gone. 80% people have chosen their answer. I want the rest of the people to answer to the question. Okay, then I'll be ending the poll now. Sharing the result with the people. Result is like, well, no one have chosen option A, B, and D. Option C is chosen by everybody, and that's the correct answer. So आसान सा सवाल है, von Helmont, abiogenesis. Let us move to the next slide. This is your theory of biogenesis. Theory of biogenesis, according to experiment that is conducted by Francisco Redi, Spallanzani, and Louis Pasteur. Different experiments were conducted by Louis Pasteur, Spallanzani, and Louis Pasteur, and Francisco Redi. And from their experiment, they concluded a theory that is called theory of biogenesis. They said that from certain pre-existing life form, life have been originated from. So it's very simple. Theory का मतलब ये है pre-existing life मतलब flesh or something like that. Okay. So living matter से ही living organism बना है. Life synthesize. So according to them, life have originated from living matter only. Okay. Life originates from pre-existing life. ये बता रहा है देखो. Okay. But it does not explain anything about origin of the first life. It explained that life are originating from the pre-existing life. Okay. But it could not explain anything. It could not give any explanation or conclusive evidence about how life has been formed for the first time. First time life कैसे फॉर्म हुआ उसके बारे में कोई एविडेंस नहीं दिया था. ठीक है, ये एक डिमेरिट है. Okay. Let us move to the next section. Here you can see the experiment that was conducted by Louis Pasteur. What he did, he took one second. What he did, he showed the in an experiment. What he did, okay. What he did, he took some sugar and boiled it along with the yeast. Yeast को लेकर के sugar के साथ boil कर दिया. ठीक है, और boil करने के बाद mouth को close कर दिया. Mouth को close कर दिया उस container का. When he closed the mouth of that container, there were no growth seen. किसी भी प्रकार का growth देखने को नहीं मिला था उसको. You can see here what he did in the experiment. He took some yeast. उसने क्या किया, इसको लिया, yeast को लिया, along with yeast जहां पे grow कर सकते हैं, that is sugar, where yeast can grow. sugar लिया, इसको boil किया, then he closed the mouth of the container. mouth को close कर दिया, and after a certain time period he observed it, and he found that there were no significant growth of anything. There were no significant growth of anything in the tube. ट्यूब के अंदर किसी तरीके का ग्रोथ देखने को नहीं मिला उसको. Right? Then again he conducted the experiment in some different way. He did the same thing, like he took yeast, he took sugar, boiled it. Okay. Then what he did, he just break the stem in the sense he kept it open. इसको यहाँ से तोड़ दिया और फिर इसको open रखा. जब open रखा इसको तो and waited for certain time, and after waited for some time period, he observed that there were some microbial growth that happens. Okay, so now he concluded that from this experiment, he demonstrated that life comes only from the pre-existing life form when it is provided with air and all other favorable conditions. Initially, the mouth was closed, so it was not coming in contact with external environment. External environment के साथ ये contact में नहीं आ रहा था. Mouth closed था, external environment के contact में नहीं आ रहा था, and because of that, there were no growth. Okay, so he showed that life did not come from the killed yeast in a closed pre-sterilized flux, but in an open flux, live or microbes that appeared. Is that clear to everybody? When he closed the flask, no life have been seen, but when he kept the flask opened, then life were observed or seen. Is that clear to everybody? So that's all. Okay, ये एक experiment गया. दूसरा experiment, that is your cosmic theory or theory of panspermia. चलो चलते हैं theory of panspermia के तरफ. panspermia के हिसाब से क्या कहा गया? From the universe, certain alien spore or something has come and fall upon the earth surface. कुछ आया है अर्थ सरफेस के ऊपर in the form of spore. It states that the unit of life or spore were transferred to different planet including Earth. I mean, like according to this particular theory of panspermia, spore, that was a life form that migrated into the Earth surface, and as it got proper living condition here, this particular spore got generated, germinated and changed into a living form. ओके सो किसी दूसरे प्लैनेट से सम अदर प्लैनेट का ये है बोल के इसके माना जाता है अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस थ्योरी. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस थ्योरी इट इज considered that life have come from some other planet. Life has come from some other planet. So this is all about your theory of panspermia or cosmic theory. This is all about your theory of panspermia or cosmic theory. Okay, let me erase this one. अभी आ जाते हैं, रिज्यूम करके देख लो. Now here is a question for you people. Question is like, theory of biogenesis was given by. Theory of biogenesis was given by option A Rodolphe Virtue, option B Louis Pasteur, option C Theophrastus, and option D none of the above. I'm launching poll for the question. It's again very easy question. It's again very easy question. Very good, Jayashree. Very good, Jayashree. 10 seconds gone. 50% people have chosen their answer. I want remaining people to answer to the question. Okay, 30 seconds gone. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. Sharing the result with you people. Result is like nobody have chosen A, C, and D. Option B is chosen by everybody. And it was a very easy question, so I don't think I need to explain this one once again. Like it is Louis Pasteur only, not Rodolphe Virtue, not Theophrastus, none of the above. Louis Pasteur. Okay, so remember this one. Biogenesis was given by Louis Pasteur. Experiment conducted by 3 different persons: Louis Pasteur, Spallanzani, and your Rodolphe Virtue. Sorry, Francisco Redi, Spallanzani, and Louis Pasteur. तीनों मिलकर के किए. Francisco Redi, Louis Pasteur, and Spallanzani. Okay, so this is the last theory, that is theory of chemical evolution. Okay, which is the most appropriate evidence and which is the most accepted evidence for evolution of life. This theory of chemical evolution is divided into 3 different sections. First one is chemogeny, that is evolution of chemicals. Next one is biogeny, that is evolution of living things. And last one will be your cogenogeny, that is evolution of both the things. I mean chemogeny, biogeny, and further modifications. Okay, so what this particular chemical evolution theory was given by Oparin and Haldane. They created an environment which was similar to earlier Earth condition. Oparin and Haldane, what they did, they conducted an experiment. Like not exactly Oparin and Haldane, this particular chemical evolution theory was proposed by Oparin and Haldane. The experiment was conducted by Miller. Extremely sorry for this one. This theory was given by Oparin and Haldane, but whatever explained by Oparin and Haldane was proved by Miller in his experiment. He recreated the condition. Miller recreated the condition which was similar to earlier Earth condition. Okay, and according to this particular Haldane and Oparin, it is stated in the chemical evolution that abiogenesis happens first and it is followed by the biogenesis, and since ever it is happened. So initially for the first time abiogenesis हुआ, नॉन लिविंग से लाइफ फॉर्म आया, और उसके बाद बायोजेनेसिस कंटिन्यूअसली हो रहा है, फिर उसके बाद लिविंग से लिविंग फॉर्म बन रहे हैं. सो इट वाज एक्सप्लेन्ड बाय Oparin and Haldane. Okay, so according to this particular theory, first life form was originated from the inorganic and organic molecules such as methane, then your I can say ammonia, water, sugar, proteins, and nucleic acids. These were some organic and inorganic matters, and from this organic and inorganic matter, first living form was seen, and then from the living form, again living forms are formed nowadays. Okay, let us talk about the chemogeny. सबसे पहले chemogeny के बारे में बात करते हैं. chemogeny के बारे में अगर बात करें तो chemogeny क्या है? Initially what happened, ऑक्सीजन एंड ये सब का प्रोडक्शन हुआ. ओके, ओजोन लेयर का प्रोडक्शन हुआ, एंड एवरीथिंग दैट इज योर chemogeny के अंदर आएगा. हाउ केमिकल इवोल्यूशन हैपेंस, हाउ द एनवायरनमेंट वाज फॉर्म्ड, एनवायरनमेंट का फॉर्मेशन क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, वो सारा चीज chemogeny के अंदर आ जाएगा. देखो मैंने जो भी बताया था वहां पे वो सारा चीज यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. रिड्यूसिंग एनवायरनमेंट, हॉट गैसेस, वाटर वेपर, लाइट, यूवी रेडिएशंस, एवरीथिंग इज गिवन हियर. The water vapor, that is water was present in the vapor form in presence of UV radiation. It got converted into or broken into 2s2 plus O2. This O2 reacted with ammonia, methane and ammonia. Methane ammonia के साथ react किया, and from there carbon dioxide and water molecule will produced. This water molecule and carbon dioxide, along with that molecular oxygen was produced. The molecular oxygen also got bound with the atomic oxygen, and it resulted in formation of O3, that is ozone layer, जो कि atmospheric layer को बनाया, which prevent the entry of UV radiation. All these reactions result in reduction of the temperature. टेम्परेचर रिड्यूस हुआ इसके वजह से, एंड एज द टेम्परेचर went down, water which was in vapor form it got condensed, and condensation result in extra cooling, and extra cooling result in rain. The rain water from the broths are called like a small water body like sea and many sea combiningly will be forming the ocean. And in the ocean, now along with the water, many other biomolecules will be present, like this methane, ethane, and water, carbon dioxide, everything will be reacting with one another, and they will be forming the like different chemicals. बाकी सारे chemicals बनाए इसके अंदर. Simple chemicals बना सबसे पहले. Simple chemicals like aldehyde, purine rings, pyrimidine rings, amino acids, ये सारा चीज बना. Purine rings, pyrimidine rings, aldehyde, ketone, amino acids, these are formed initially. ये simple chemical form था. And from the simple chemical, complex chemical was formed. Complex chemical form हुआ. Complex chemical क्या क्या है? Purine, pyrimidine, aldehyde, ribose sugars, and all other things combine together, and they form nucleic acids. Then your protein, these are complex molecule. Then your carbohydrate, ये सारा चीज फॉर्म हुआ, एंड जब ये सब चीज फॉर्म हुआ तो ये सब कंबाइन करके बने पहला लिविंग फॉर्म. ठीक है, so I'll be moving to the next slide. There I'll be talking about that one. This is all about your chemogeny, how chemical evolution has happened. इनिशियली रिड्यूसिंग गैसेस हुआ करता था, रिएक्ट किया, ओजोन लेयर का फॉर्मेशन हुआ, फिर रेन हुआ, रेन की वजह से सी फॉर्मेशन हुआ, सी में बाकी सारा सिंपल केमिकल फॉर्म हुए, एंड ऑल द सिंपल केमिकल आर लाइक aldehyde, purine, pyrimidine rings, amino acids. They bind together by the help of certain bonds. They reacted with one another. They got bind with one another and they form nucleic acids like DNA and RNA, then proteins, then carbohydrates, and this result in formation of living form. Protein and nucleic acids मिलकर के बना सकते हैं. Next is your biogeny. ठीक है, biogeny में क्या हुआ? Simple chemical got converted into complex chemical in biogeny. Simple chemical का formation हुआ था chemogeny में, and in biogeny what happened? This particular simple chemical got converted into complex chemical like DNA, protein, and carbohydrates. Okay. Next in cogenogeny में फिर आया अपना next part, that is this complex chemical they bind together, they react together and they form the protobionts. This is the first living form and they are formed in the broth. जो वाटर बॉडी जो बताया था मैंने, ब्रोथ बताया था, दिस इज वाटर बॉडी, और इसी के अंदर ये पहली बार बने थे लिविंग फॉर्म. दे आर कॉल्ड प्रोटोबायोन्ट्स. ओके, they cannot reproduce, they were not having reproducing capacity but they can do respiration. Protobionts are the first living form which was formed, okay, from the complex molecule. Then from the protobionts mutation happens. Without reproduction mutation happen, and then the second life form come into existence, that is your cyocarbates. Protobionts के बाद कौन आया? cyocarbates आया. Cyocarbates are the real living form. These are the real living form. These are the real living form, because protobionts were not having reproductive capability and most of the characteristic of the living organism were not shown by protobionts. That's why it is considered that first living form is your cyocarbates. Okay, so protobionts का formation हुआ which can be considered as the living form, but when the question is asking, when a question is asked and in that options are given like protobionts, cyocarbates दोनों है, so cyocarbates will be the first living form which can reproduce and respire. Okay, and from cyocarbates again evolution happens and life form came into existence. So this is all about I can say theory of chemical evolution, right? And this theory of chemical evolution which was proposed by Oparin and Haldane was experimentally proved by Miller in his experiment. Miller ने experiment किया. Oparin and Haldane का जो theory था, that theory was proposed by, that theory was proved by Urey Miller. It was proved by, theory was proved by Urey and Miller. They created the early earth environmental condition. उन्होंने क्या किया? Early earth environmental condition create किया. What they did you can see in this particular फोटो में देख सकते हो. देखो what they did, यहाँ से सवाल आता है, remember this one. They took all the reducing gases, methane, sorry, ammonia, methane and hydrogen. Ammonia, methane and hydrogen in the ratio of 2:2:1. This is a very good and very important question. VVI, remember this one. What they did, what Urey and Miller did, they took reducing gases, hot gases, methane, sorry, ammonia, methane and hydrogen. Ammonia, methane and hydrogen, 2:2:1. Okay, right? So they took these three gases. ये देखो ammonia, methane and hydrogen लिया. Okay, they provided the condition where water was present but in the vapor form. For providing water vapor, what they did, they took water on the lower side and they heated it. Then the steam of the water or the water vapor were passed into the medium by दिस पर्टिकुलर पाइप और ट्यूब, इस ट्यूब में आ गया और वाटर वेपर यहाँ पे पहुंच गया. ऑलरेडी वी आर हैविंग दिस पर्टिकुलर gases, reducing gases present है. By the help of electrode, now here in this one side one electrode and this is your another electrode. One will be positive electrode and another one will be negative electrode. एक positive और एक negative electrode दिया. This positive and electrode and negative electrode were used to release charge. ये electrode का use किस लिए था? It was used to discharge, sorry, it was used to release charge or ions. When opposite ions or opposite charge come in contact with one another, this charge, when they come in contact with one another, from here, sparkling was happening, which is similar to the lightning that was happening in the early earth condition. ये जो sparkling हो रहा था, ये sparkling किसके साथ similar था? Similar to the early earth condition, lightning of early earth condition, lightning of early earth condition. ठीक है? So this is how he did all these things, and when lightning was happening continuously, this result in formation of this the other things like जो भी मैंने बताया था, क्या क्या? This result in formation of or breaking of water vapor into S2 and O2. O2 bind with CH4 and NH3 forming ozone 3 और other molecules and that result in cooling. यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे जो भी molecule produce हो रहा था वो सारा molecule धीरे धीरे आकर के यहाँ पे आ रहा था, and on the bottom side a condenser was connected. एक condenser था. Role of this condenser is to work as a cooler. कूलर की तरह काम कर रहा था. कंडेंसर जो था वो कूलर की तरह काम कर रहा था. From through one end it was provided with cold water, and through one end the cold water was removed. Okay, so that whatever things were produced after a reaction here were cooled here in this section, and the cooled one was moving down. The cold water or cooled water contained many other organic and inorganic compounds along with water. It was collected in a particular container, and after successful collection it was taken for the analysis, and they found that in this collection of water many things were there along with water and carbon dioxide and other things. Many other things were there like your simple chemicals. सारे simple chemicals उनको मिल गए यहाँ पे. Aldehyde, nucleic acid, sorry, aldehyde, then your amino acids, purine rings, pyrimidine rings, ये सारा मिल गया यहाँ पे ये sample में. ठीक है? So this is the experiment conducted by the Urey Miller. यूरे मिलर ने इस एक्सपेरिमेंट को कंडक्ट किया था. वो चीज को यहाँ पे और एक बार दिया गया है, उसको देख सकते हो आप. You can see this one here, no problem. See, so what he did, he took in his experiment. ठीक है, पूरा देख लो यार. यहाँ पे मैं हटा देता हूँ सारा चीज को, देख लो. स्पार्क डिस्चार्ज हुआ, इलेक्ट्रोड्स ने चार्ज डिस्चार्ज किया और चार्ज एक दूसरे के कांटेक्ट में आने की वजह से स्पार्कलिंग हुआ. ओके, वाटर वेपर इसमें आया इस तरफ से इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेपर, H2O वेपर होके आया. ओके, देन यहाँ पे रिड्यूसिंग गैसेस दिया गया था और हॉट गैसेस CH4 NH3 and H2 दिया गया था. ठीक है, सो CH4 NH3 and H2 जो वो किस फॉर्म में दिया गया था, ये तीनों को दिया गया था इन ए स्पेसिफिक रेशियो दैट इज 2:2:1. ये रेशियो याद रखना है सबको. ओके, हैवी टेम्परेचर दिया गया, देन कंडेंसर ने इसको कूल करके फिर यहाँ पे कलेक्ट किया गया जो भी लिक्विड है. लिक्विड वाज ट्रैप्ड हियर एंड द ट्रैप्ड लिक्विड वाज व्हेन ऑब्जर्व्ड और आई कैन से एनालाइज किया गया. जब इसको इस लिक्विड को जब एनालाइज किया गया, एनालिसिस गिव प्रेजेंस ऑफ, इसी एनालिसिस से पता चला कि इन दिस पर्टिकुलर लिक्विड देयर आर प्रेजेंस ऑफ सर्टेन substances like sugar present था, नाइट्रोजन बेसेस प्रेजेंट थे वहां पे, पिगमेंट्स प्रेजेंट था, फैट्स प्रेजेंट था, and this as a result of amino acids are also produced. Okay, सो ये सब देखने के बाद उनको लगा कि नहीं, ये सारा ऐसे like particular things were there and the particular environment was there in early earth condition, and this is how life must have formed in the earth for the first time. Okay, so that is why this particular theory of chemical evolution is considered as most accepted theory that demonstrate about the origin of life, that tell us about the origin of life, क्योंकि origin of life के बारे में हमको अच्छे से बताता है. And this particular theory was given by, remember, don't get confused in this. Okay, theory was given by two people. Theory was given by Oparin and Haldane, OH. Okay, experimental proof or experimentation was done by Urey and Miller, UM. यूरे मिलर एक्सपेरिमेंट किए थे, एक्सपेरिमेंटली इसको प्रूव किए थे यूरे मिलर, दे प्रूव्ड इट एक्सपेरिमेंटली. दे प्रूव्ड इट एक्सपेरिमेंटली, सॉरी गाइस. ओके, कोई बात नहीं. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर theory of chemical evolution. Okay, I am moving to the next slide now and I hope this is clear to everybody. ठीक है, और कुछ एडिशनल चीजें है नहीं वहां पे, जो भी मैंने बताया दैट इज ओनली गिवन, और कुछ एडिशनल है नहीं. ओके, द फर्स्ट नॉन सेल्युलर फॉर्म ऑफ द लाइफ ओरिजिनेटेड 3 billion years ago. So once again I am writing 20 billion year ago universe. Okay, then 4.5 billion year ago earth. Okay, then 3 billion year ago first life form. Okay, they were self-replicating metabolic capsule contain microtubules like RNA, protein and polysaccharides. ये देखने की जरूरत नहीं, मैं रीड आउट कर रहा हूँ बस चीजों को. जो नेसेसरी चीज था वो तो हमने कर दिया. और नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे यहाँ पे तो सवाल दिया है, लेकिन इसका आंसर सबको पता ही है कि क्या है. Answer: who experimentally demonstrated Oparin and Haldane experiment और Oparin and Haldane theory. Oparin and Haldane theory को किन लोगों ने एक्सपेरिमेंटली बताया था? It is your Miller and Urey, MU. Okay, not Hutchinson. ठीक है, Oparin and Haldane they gave the theory. Theory was given by them. Okay, but experiment was conducted by Miller and Urey to prove this one. Great, very good. Okay, so this is all about your origin of life. In the next class we will be talking about evidences for evolution. हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ेंगे evidences of evolution के बारे में. ठीक है, क्या क्या evidence है evolution का, उसके बारे में हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे. So that's all for today. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much for attending the class. If you have any kind of doubt, just let me know in the chat section. If you don't have any doubt, then extremely sorry, the time has and went off और मुझे पता ही नहीं चला कि क्या हो गया. कोई बात नहीं. Thank you everybody. Please vote for me in the teacher and case poll, then we can end the class. If you have any doubt, let me know in the chat section. I'll explain it to you. No doubts? Thank you everybody. Okay, thank you then. Bye bye. Difference between PC culture. Difference between PC culture and what? Okay, great. PC culture is culturing of fishes only, and aquaculture is culturing of all the aquatic organisms like prawn, crabs, and all other things. That is the difference, Mohammad Raja. PC culture में fish का ही culture किया जाएगा. Aquaculture में सारे organisms which are aquatic, all the aquatic organisms. Got it? That is the difference. Any other question? Okay, then if you don't have any doubt, then we can end the class. Thank you. Bye bye.